Good morning, everyone. I hope you read the chapter and understood it well. Surely the story was so very interesting. How could you skip reading it? Now it's turn to do its question answers, है ना? And I'm sure when I'll do, you will be first one to answer the questions. Let's start. Where did grandfather find the tiger cub? Grandfather found the tiger cub. Remember, we use past tense in the answers. So say, grandfather found the tiger cub while walking along a forest path. And what was it doing? Yeah, where was it? It was hiding among the roots of a banyan tree. Who were the cub's two companions? The cub's companions were Toto the monkey and a small mongrel puppy. Don't say puppy, say puppy. Please see that when you speak or when you write, you speak correctly. Your pronunciation should be good. It should be correct, good, with an accent and impressive. And your grammar should be very correct. At first, who was Timothy afraid of? Did he become friends with him after some time? How do you know this? At first, it's so funny. At first, Timothy was afraid of the puppy. Yes. He became friends with him after some time. And how do we know this? We know this because he finally allowed the puppy to climb onto his back and rest there. And an easy chapter, the answers are very easy and interesting. What was one of Timothy's favorite games? When did he kick with delight? One of Timothy's favorite games was to stalk anyone. Stalk means chase quietly, go behind, follow anyone who would play with him. He would make a dash for the author's feet, roll over on his back, and then kick with delight. This he used to do with author, and author only tells us, so we'll use author in the answer. Now, the question number 5. What was Timothy like? Give the following details. This you will do yourself. Hai? Equal to a full-grown retriever. Favorite place in the house? Reclining on the sofa. Habits? Stalking. And he had clean habits. Where did he sleep at night? In Mahmood's quarters. Hai? This you will do. Why was Timothy sent to a zoo? Now comes when Timothy had grown up. Why were the zoo authorities happy to have him? Timothy was sent to a zoo because he was steadily growing less friendly and had begun kya? We are using has or had or have, so use participle, the third form. Begun to stalk the cook about the house. About the house means in the house. With what looked like villainous intent. Villain, there are villains in the movie, like people who do bad things. So villainous intent means intentions, feelings. And villainous, who wanted to do wrong, bad. The zoo authorities were happy to have him because he was well fed and fairly civilized, and they got him as a gift. Why wouldn't they be happy? Gift they were very happy to have him. And then civilized, otherwise you saw the new tiger was so bad tempered, wouldn't allow anyone to come near or touch him. But they knew that Timothy was civilized, was brought up at home, so must be different from the wild animals. So they were happy to have him. When did grandfather visit the zoo again? Grandfather visit का past tense visited. Grandfather visited the zoo again after 6 months while he was visiting his relatives in Lucknow. After climbing the railing, what did he do? After climbing the railing, when the tiger approached him, he put both his hands around his head, tickled his ears, and smacked him across the mouth whenever he growled. You can say growled or growled, both. What did the old keeper tell grandfather about Timothy? In spite of this, what did grandfather do? Grandfather बहुत मस्त है. The old keeper told grandfather that Timothy had died of pneumonia 2 months earlier. And in spite of this, grandfather put his face near the tiger's and is still calling him and mumbled, "Good night, Timothy." So these are the answers, exercises we will do in the next class. Okay, these answers you are going to do, which I have sent you in your assignment. Very neat handwriting में in your English notebooks. I'll be asking for the notebooks. Remember, you're not sending on the WhatsApp. I'll call for the notebooks in the school. Okay, do them nicely in your notebooks, and whenever I ask for it, I'll be checking them. Okay, bye bye.